This is Toffee. She invades cameras. Hey guys, Kate here. Please excuse the disgusting beard and terrible mo. I'm going to the snow in a couple of days, so I sort of thought maybe look at my face warmer. Doubt it. I need to start booting some shelves. I've had stuff in boxes for way too long. I've got probably about 10 boxes of games and they're taking up too much space. So I need to actually get my act together and build some stuff. The most important thing with this build is for it to be cheap, but also I want it to look pretty decent. My biggest worry is that everything won't fit. I do have 3 meters of real estate that I have available to me. I'm only making the shelves 2 meters high, but I do think that 2 meters by 3 meters worth of games should be quite enough room. Not sure though. If it doesn't fit, I can build more shelves next to it, sort of across from it. Don't want to have to build more, don't have to spend more money, but if I have to, I have to. I've designed this video to be a bit more of a how-to. When I started this process of designing these shelves, I looked on YouTube and found nothing in terms of how to make game shelves. The only videos I found were people who've already made game shelves and sort of just review the process. I want to actually show my process from start to finish. So people watching this video can look at it and go, oh, it's pretty easy, I can do that. When I was doing high school woodwork, I was scared of the saws and the router for some reason. If I can do it, you can do it. Also, please excuse the sound quality of the recording. I keep not having and then having and not having my microphone with me. Sorry. I guess just adjust your volume accordingly. I think there'll be moments where my voice gets extremely loud because I'm right next to the camera. Or breathing really heavily. Not in a creepy way, just in a I'm terribly unfit kind of way. So yeah, enjoy watching. Hopefully build something similar. So away we go! Now, this pile of wood is all my shelves for the game wall. And this is the supports, so the sides, the walls of the wall. So they're 140 wide and the shelves are 90 wide, so there'll be a bit of a gap at the end. Just like this. So this is how the shelves will look. So this won't be here. Hold on. That won't be there. That's just there as a spacer, so when I drill them all together they're all nice and spaced evenly. But that's basically how the shelves will look and stood up. So I'm going to put a top on it as well. It's a bit thicker, but yeah, more or less 65 wide or 650 wide and almost 200 tall. So now I've got the lovely process of drilling 36 by 4. It's like 120 odd, 120 pilot holes and 120 screws. It's gonna be fun times. And in all, I spent 120, I think, 120 bucks on all the wood. It is wood made for skirting, but I have tested the wood at this width of 650, so 65 centimeters, and it does hold the weight. It doesn't bend or bow. So I'm really hoping that 4 screws in each end will work just fine. We shall see. I'm gonna build one now, and then after that's finished, I'll chuck some weight on it and see how it goes. And if it's all good, then I'll build the rest. So I ran a couple of tests on the wood, and as long as I drill pilots, it doesn't split. So, and fighting it at the moment, that's a fair bit of force. Yeah, it seems quite strong, so I've got, at the moment, complete faith in the unit.
You arrive in the rising sun, the hidden passenger that I've been taking. Close your eyes, let's forget it again. As you drag me down, I will take you in.
So you have it. That's basically the how it will look when it's finished. So as you can see, there's not an iota of bowing. I am ever so slightly worried, and you can tell or not, but there is a slight crack there, splitting the wood a little bit, but I don't see it being a huge issue. I guess we'll see. That's the absolute most weight it'll be taking. DVDs weigh more than the 64 games. Maybe the PlayStation games might weigh a little bit more, but like I said, I only put them 65 or 650 millimeters wide for a reason, so I think that that'll work just fine. So in the end, there'll be 9 shelves up and down and 4 shelves across. Give a total of 36 shelves. I estimate it'll fit between 1,300 and 1,500 games. Anyway, let's keep building.
What are you waiting for? Just surrender here tonight. What are you waiting for? As we go towards the lights. When everything is said and done, so looking for answers, to turn my back, the edge has gone, left with no reason, we come undone.
There we go, 1 full shelf. Now only 3 more to go. Yay. You gonna help me? You gonna help me? And turn the camera? You're useless. Bye now. Bye now. Bye. Away. So I'm just going to explain the process I'm going through. Basically what I've done is it's super basic. I'm not going into anything extravagant. It's just simply screw in the side and that's it. Bye, Toffee. So I've made 2 spaces that are 205 millimeters wide. So basically 2 of them. And Toffee, you're in the shop, mate. If I line up, if I line these up on the end, just for the first line anyway, if I line up on the end, I've basically got one side that will know where to run the pole against, and one side where to run, to know exactly where to do the screws. That way I'm not second guessing, looking over the top or anything, I can just know where to put them exactly. That's more or less, the basic finished product on one side, and now I'm just going to film the other side as I actually do it. And by the way, the cardboard's just so I don't hurt my knees while I'm kneeling. Anyway, so first thing I do is put the wood generally where I want it. I want mine around this way because there's a nice bevel on one side. Then I get my spacers, and the one that I want is the original cut on the inside. So that goes inside where I want it, and the outside goes there. Make sure they're nice and flush at the top, and then clamp them together. Now, it's also good about using a piece of wood on each side is the clamp doesn't actually indent the wood then, or the wood that you actually want to be nice. It'll only indent the outside wood. Then from this side I can push the wood that will be down here straight up against that so it's nice and dead level flush. Check that it's actually the length I need it to be. Yep. Then I don't need to guess anymore of where to do my drill because I know I can, pretty much guess where the middle is going to be based on the wood thickness. Now, depending on how far it goes, doesn't really matter a whole lot. As as long as, I'm scared of the dog in a sec, as long as it's not too far up, because the higher up you go, the more chance there is to actually split the wood. So there's good. Couple of shots. And once I get the indent actually started on the other side, unclamp it so I can actually get it nice and deep. Oops. Up. And the outside. Trying to get it out a few times just to make sure it's nice and solid. Also helps with the wood not splitting. Being this MDF, it's really quite prone to wood splitting. It's not really made to be drilled in against the grain like this. And again, being MDF, you don't need to do a countersink because it's so weak that it just does the countersink for you, more or less. A bit more risky, but it does the job. What I then like to do is just get the spirit level, see that the actual wood itself is going to be level when it's on, which it is right now. I can say exactly where it needs to be, where it is already. Change back over to my drill bit. Now for the next drill, instead of trying to guess where to put the next hole in terms of alignment, what I like to do is line a piece of flat wood against where the other one is, where the hole basically is, and then line up the hole from there. Get it started. Times just to make sure it all craps out of there. And that looks fine. Simple screw to finish this off. Nice and slow at the end just so you don't go too far and again split the wood. Brush. We're sitting pretty.
Seems like you're a traveler, eager to move me. My reflection will slowly fade to another time.
Now something that I did wrong was I drilled that end in without checking this side was actually in the right angle, so now it stays too far down. So to fix that, put in a piece below it, another piece to so don't damage the wood, make sure it's nice and tight, and do up the plant behind it. So that'll hold that nicely in place while I drill in from the other side.
Until my head is screamed, what are you waiting?
And there you have it. One more shelf. What are you doing? Eh? What are you doing? Go back to sleep. Sleepy little doggies.
Seems like you're a traveler, eager to move me. My reflection will slowly fade to another time. Until my head is screamed, what are you waiting for? Just surrender here tonight. What are you